Yeah, well, that's how David told us. Yeah, yeah. Really got it. Yep, it was always around like that. It was like this all together, like this. I mean, it's, I like it. Thank you. That shoulder, that little mega church. And I went in just looking at it, and I had the case for it. It really didn't fit it, but I couldn't be. This is a lovely one.
You need a water?
I'm gonna walk down. Ask you, where are you at?
Like, it kind of don't care about celebrities reached out to me to complain about it.
Is that not getting like trending and nine or trending?
I probably should be. Well, I mean, like, you can read Google and it still looks. I know. I will do that. Ask her mom. Please don't come and say, oh, you can watch us.
It's in open.
Yeah, I guess I did it in there. Are you?
Hi, Mr. Davis. How are you? Hey.
Get my Fritos.
Man.
All right, Sam, don't run your mouth tonight.
You tell You tell them when you do the pledge of allegiance, don't remix it.
Yeah, we don't need the remix, we want the original.
Yeah, I like that, I like that. We don't want the remix, we want the original. 2 seconds to get in and out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ooh, boy. It could be one. But actually, we have a remix version. See who it is.
You probably don't know what that is.
You probably know. Oh, boy. You gotta sign it.
Yeah, you have a few things to sign.
Coach, you can watch them, I can't.
All righty. Have a seat, Councilman. That's fine. We'll call to order the Douglasville City Council regular meeting for tonight, which is Monday, August 17th, 2026. Our invocation will be done by the Reverend Dr. Camilla Terrell of Kingdom International Alliance Ministries. Good to see you this evening. After that, we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by the Mayor Pro Tem, City Councilmember Terry Miller. Please stand for the invocation.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, distinguished members of the Douglasville City Council, citizens, staff, and the city of Douglasville. Let's bow our heads and go before the Lord in prayer. Thank you for this opportunity. Gracious and eternal God, we thank you for the city of Douglasville and for every leader you have entrusted with the opportunity and the responsibility to serve. Your word tells us in Proverbs 3:6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our path. So tonight, Lord, direct us, direct every conversation, direct every decision, direct every discussion, direct every vote. Give our mayor and city council and leaders wisdom to discern, courage to lead, and compassion to remember that behind every decision are people, families, businesses, and our future. Where there is disagreement, give us understanding. Where there are challenges, give us solutions. And where there is opportunity, give us the courage to move forward together. May integrity govern this chamber, wisdom set at this table, and peace rest upon this city. Bless Douglasville, Lord. Bless those who serve her, and bless every citizen who calls her home. In your holy and sovereign name we pray. Amen. Bless your Father. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Mayor Pro Tem, for leading us in the pledge, and Dr. Terrell, we appreciate the invocation. My name is Rochelle Robinson. I'm mayor of the city of Douglasville. I'd like to welcome you to the Douglasville City Council regular voting meeting. This is a city council regular meeting of agenda items that where official action will be taken this evening. These items were discussed during our legislative work session the previous last Thursday night. If the business you're here for is not listed as an agenda item, there will be ample time under the agenda item comments from citizens and delegates section for you to discuss your business. I'll go over a few protocol items this evening, and then we will get into the meat of the meeting. I ask that you please keep your comments and presentations on a professional level, dealing with the facts that are important for this governing body to make our decisions. We will not accept comments that are considered by the chair to be of a personal attack on any individual or group of individuals. You will receive a warning from the chair if you deviate from this requirement. A second deviation will result in a request for you to leave the chambers this evening. Only one person speaking at a time. When you're at the podium, please do not applaud, react to speakers, speak from the audience, cheer, clap, or carry on a conversation with others in the audience. Direct all of your comments, concerns, and issues to myself or council members. We are only required to accept public comments during required public hearings. We're not required to accept public comments outside of those public hearings for the council this evening. If you have a cell phone or electronic device, I ask you please put those in silent mode or turn those off until after the meeting so they will not be disruptive. Now I'll go over the agenda items and how that will be handled this evening, and then we will move forward with our agenda. The committee chairperson will read his or her agenda item, then that person representing that agenda item or applicant will make his or her presentation. Myself and council members will possibly ask clarifying questions to help us seek more information from the applicant before we vote this evening. Because these items were discussed on last Thursday night during our legislative work session, we will not take questions or comments regarding each item during the meeting. Tonight is a voting meeting, and we'll either move to approve, deny, take no action, or table until the next round of meetings. Prior to approaching the podium, fill out a speaker form, please. And after you fill that form out, you'll come down and hand it to our city clerk, Ms. Vicki Acker, to my right. Then you'll come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. After that, you can proceed with your comments. This is not a question and answer or debate format. We're not here to have an argument. We just want to hear the information. Try to receive the information from you and make a decision. If we cannot answer it tonight, we'll have staff come at another time and answer your concern. Any printed materials that you would like to give to myself and council members, please give it to our accomplished city clerk, Ms. Vicki Acker. She'll make copies and disseminate it to myself and council members. I know that's a lot of information that I've just given to you, and I hope we're all on the same page and have an understanding of how the meeting will run this evening. So now we will move on to our agenda. There are some paper copies outside if you'd like to have a paper copy, but if not, you can follow us on the screen. So we've done the announcements and presentations. Now we'll do the approval of the agenda. I'll open the floor for adoption of the regular meeting agenda for tonight, which is August 17th, 2026. That's item 26-240. Open the floor for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you, Councilman Estes. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. I had dueling seconds. Who was it, Ms. Acker? You Mayor Pro Tem? Okay, he clicked it. So Mayor Pro Tem, it's been properly moved by Councilmember Estes and second Mayor Pro Tem to approve the agenda for tonight for adoption. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns from council members? I don't see any. All those in favor of approving this item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-240 is adopted. We'll move on then to approval of the minutes. I open the floor for a motion to approve the minutes of July 30th, 2026, which is inclusive of the committee's legislative work session and the minutes of August the 3rd, 2026, which there was actually a public hearing, number 3, for the millage rate, a special meeting of millage rate adoption, and our regular meetings. So that is item 26-241. Open the floor for a motion to approve, please. Thank you, Coach. I have a motion to approve. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Councilmember Estes. It's been properly moved by Councilmember Watts and second Councilmember Estes to approve 26-241. Do we have any questions, concerns, comments, or any kind of corrections to the minutes from council members? You've read the minutes. Do you have any questions or concerns? I don't see any. All those in favor of approving the minutes, item 26-241, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Same sign. The ayes have it. 26-241 is unanimously approved. Now we will move to the consent agenda. I open the floor for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Thank you, Councilmember Estes. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Watts. You switched it up. So it's been properly moved in second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Do we need to pull anything out from council members, those items A through C? Does anyone see any concerns, want to talk about anything before we vote? If not, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. It's been properly moved, and the consent agenda is approved as presented. We are at item number 8. That is the Economic Development Committee, and it's chaired by Mayor Pro Tem City Councilmember Terry Miller.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business at this time under the Economic Development Committee.
Perfect. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Finance Committee, chaired by Councilmember Chris Watts.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have one item tonight.
Yes, sir.
Consideration of a claim presented by Hernando Riocas Linares involving Douglas County Sheriff Department vehicle. And Ms. City Manager Marcia Frazier will handle this.
Yes, so you all discussed this in executive session. This claim does not involve the city of Douglasville, so staff's recommendation is to deny.
Thank you. City Manager, any questions before I make a motion? All right, I move that the claim of Hernando Linares be denied as presented.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I have a motion to deny item 26-274. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Estes. It's been properly moved in second, moved by the chair, Councilmember Watts, and second, Councilmember Estes, to deny 26-274. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns from council members? I don't see anyone. All those in favor of denying this item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. 26-274 is denied.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. That's all we had tonight under finance.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll move on to, which is Housing and Community Affairs Committee, chaired by Councilmember Elena Hudson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business this evening under the Housing and Community Affairs Committee.
Thank you, ma'am. Legislative and Intergovernmental Committee, chaired by Councilmember Mayor Pro Tem Terry Miller.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business under the Legislative and Intergovernmental Committee at this time.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Personnel and Organization Committee, chaired by Councilmember Howard Estes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Personnel and Organization Committee has no business this evening.
Thank you, sir. We'll move on to Planning and Development Committee, and that's chaired by Councilmember Miller N. Nicole, you do have business tonight.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
You're welcome.
Our first item is item number 26-263. It says to consider a request for a special land use permit for a personal care home for property zoned R2 Single Family Residential Detached for 0.36 acres located at 7145 Stone Creek Drive and land lot 733, District 1, Section 3, parcel ID 0012. Application by Zenith Crest Living, and Ms. Chelsea Tubbs is going to go over this item with us.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Chelsea Tubbs, 6758 Spring Street, Planning and Zoning Administrator. I don't have any updates for this item, but I can answer any additional questions you all may have.
Okay, I know that we did talk about this a bit last week. The only other question that popped in my mind was if there is an HOA in this neighborhood. I just wanted to clarify that there's not, or if there is, that there's no issue with it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure of
Okay.
it, but
Thank you. If you don't mind, would you come down and give us your name and address for the record? And any additional information that you may have.
Yes. My
this
name is
week as well.
Deborah Chermatin. Address is 7145 Stone Creek Drive, Douglasville, Georgia 30134. There is no HOA.
Okay, beautiful, thank you. Madam Mayor, Council, do you guys have additional questions or comments of the applicant or staff? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman. Thank you so much for coming again this evening. We appreciate you presenting your case last week and your request for a personal care home. I did go and drive in the neighborhood. I used to live there, actually. So I just want to, and the Planning Commission did approve your application and your request. But I just want to make certain about the parking that, you know, you were cognizant of parking on the street and not, because it's a little narrow in the neighborhood for cars to go by back and forth. So I know if you're going to have up to 6 people, correct?
Yes.
And if they're active adults like me, 55 and older, they may still have a car, you know? So we just want to make certain that, you know, you have ample parking and that heating and air when you transition your garage space, your covered space, to be able to house some of your clients there. So that's all I have. Just make certain about the parking. Just remember that for me, please. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Mayor. Yes, absolutely. Was there questions from anyone else on council? No? Okay. Yep, I definitely feel better having the clarification and understanding that after this step, the next step would be to go to the state, and then they're the ones that would determine the rules, the ADA accessibility, how many residents could actually be there in this housing unit. So, Coach, you had something else?
One question, how often does an applicant like this, for this type of business, how often do they have to come back to the city for a renewal of the SLUP?
If you all do it without conditions, they wouldn't have to, but if you all set forth a condition on the ordinance, then they would need to come back for whatever applicable time frame you all put on the ordinance.
And how long is the time frame, like from this point and then applying with the state before you could make it through that application process?
I just have to go through the licensing, so they'll come out. The state comes out to do all the inspections and everything. And with that question, the state actually comes out for every renewal, and they come in unannounced to also do their inspection all the time. So they do have an annual inspection, but then also comes out every time that they want to come out.
Okay.
So there's a continuous checking from the state.
Okay, thank you. Madam Mayor?
I think is the coach for clarity. I understand what you're saying, ma'am, that there's an annual inspection from the city, but the question for the special land use permit was, is this in perpetuity with the property? So if the applicant was to move, is it zoned, because it's initially zoned as R2, but we're changing it from R2 to a special land use permit for a personal care home. So if she leaves in a year or 5 years, is this special land use permit going to be forever and ever, amen, in perpetuity, or is there a time frame, or can we put a time frame on it? Is that what you were asking, Coach?
In the past, you'll often granted for religious institutions, personal care homes, you sometimes put a 2-year initial on there, and then you check it in 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
And I guess the state, they don't report to us.
Right.
And she's basically gonna be under their authority as far as whether or not she can operate.
Yes, sir.
This facility. Any issues will be between her and the state. We won't be involved. Our only involvement is the SLUP, but we wanna make sure that everything's going well, and you know, to me, it sounds like a good thing in the community. I know we have a shortage of this type of housing, so I see it as a plus. I just, you know, was wondering if the state has a problem, they're gonna shut you down.
Correct.
So, Ms. Tubbs, does this SLUP, is it attached to the property in itself then, or upon sale of the house, would it transfer with that property deed? Or would a next resident have to reapply for a SLUP?
I believe the next resident will have to apply for the special land use permit because it'll be under the property owner's name.
Okay, so what about for comfortability levels? We just put a 2-year renewal on it.
That sounds.
First time?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
that
then
sounds
after
good to
that, you
me.
could always take it off if, is that okay?
I like a time frame just to, I know the state is going to look at it, but still, in the past, like Attorney Dotson has said, if we've had a first-time special land use permit, we've put a time frame on it, and then they come back and we can extend it, or it can be forever and ever, amen. Deputy Chief, you look like you have something to say. No? Okay. I thought I saw a bubble. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, ma'am. So in the past, we have had timeframes just because it was a new application.
Right.
And then after 2 years or 4 years, then, it could be extended out.
No,
So-
absolutely, and that makes sense. As sees, Mayor Pro Tem?
I'm wondering, the legal question is, could we put a restriction on a SLUP that simply stays with this owner? Like if the property is sold, then that it expires, is that?
Goes back to
something
R2.
Are we allowed to do something like that?
Generally, the zoning goes with the land.
So it would have to stay on there in perpetuity unless we specifically removed it.
Okay.
Yes, and of course, you hope every one of these things succeeds, but for instance, you have many, we've zoned many churches, but the reality is in a year or two, it's failed and it's not there anymore. So, having a renewal has a purpose, basically.
Okay. All right.
Like some of the massage parlors that we've had, if they didn't have a special land use permit, so it just gives us some
We
security.
put a time frame on it. No, that's absolutely fine. It makes sense to me as well.
I just was wondering how the applicant feels about this discussion. Do you understand what we're?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, thank you.
I'm pretty certain you'll be open within a few months, unless the state has some issue. You'll certainly be open within the next 24 months.
Once I go through, it just depends on the state, how long it would take for them to approve the licenses, yes.
Okay, and then will you be wanting to open and then do the additional modifications to the home to add additional residents? So then would you have to go through the process again? Either way, I think 2 years is plenty of time that you'll have everything rolling at that point. And I say that, I make a motion that we approve item number 26-262 with a condition of a renewal in 2 years.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman. I have a motion to approve. Let me see. It had a different number on my paper.
Read the wrong number off.
Oh, I have to probably. It has 263.
I did.
Is it 262 or 263?
You're right. You're right.
263, okay.
So let me say then that I make a motion that we approve item number 26-263
Okay.
with a condition of a renewal in 2 years.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman. I have a motion to approve item 26-263 for a special land use permit with the suspense date of a 2-year timeframe as recommended by the chair.
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Watts. Has been properly moved in second to approve item 26-263 with the 2-year SLUP. Do we have any additional questions, comments, or concerns from council members? I don't see any. All those in favor of approving this item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-263 is approved for a 2-year SLUP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our next item is item number 26-264. Says to consider a request for a special land use permit for educational classrooms. Says a childcare learning accessory use to a religious institution for property zoned R2, single-family residential detached for 7.4 acres located at 6167 Presley Mill Road in land lot 49, District 1, Section 5, parcel ID 0001, application by Rays of Hidden Light Academy, and Mr. Gray is going to go over this with us.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, 6758 Spring Street. I have no further updates for this item.
Okay, thank you. Did the applicant have anything to add? Anything new today? Nope. Okay. Madam Mayor, Council, do you guys have questions of staff or the applicant? Madam Mayor?
Comment. I know I had a few questions at the work session last Thursday, and I did read through the entire application. I see that the Planning Commission did recommend approval, and as a former teacher and coach, he said it's a great idea. An educator and former school board member didn't really have any concerns. So I know First United Methodist preschool, and the church is very supportive. There was a letter there from the church that says this is part of their mission to reach out to the community and have supportive resources for education. So I was a little concerned, just because of teachers not being certified or to be an accredited school, but I understand it's a supplement to education. So I'm fine with it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. I just wanted to make those comments just for the record.
I'm glad that you feel more comfortable about that today. I think it will be a wonderful asset to the community. And with that being said, I make a motion that we approve item number 26-264.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Estes. It's been properly moved and second to approve item 26-264. Do we have any additional comments, questions, or concerns from council members? I don't see any. All those in favor of approving this item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-274 is approved.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. That is all that we have this evening for planning and development.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman, and thank you to our staff, Mr. Gray and Ms. Tubbs, and congratulations to Ray's of Hidden Light Academy and to the Stone Creek Development for the personal care home. We'll move on to item 14, which is Public Improvement and Beautification Committee. That's also chaired by Councilmember Nicole Miller.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business this evening for public improvement and beautification.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll move on to Public Relations Committee, chaired by Councilmember Samuel Davis.
At this time, no business, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Councilman Davis. Public Safety Committee, chaired by Councilmember Howard Estes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have
Welcome.
one item this evening.
Yes, sir.
Number 26-267, hold a public hearing and consider a request for an alcoholic beverage license for the consumption on premises of liquor, beer, and wine at the following establishment: the Kitchen Bar and Grill at 8252 Dallas Highway, Douglasville, Georgia, 30134. Proposed agent outlet manager Gregory Ussery. The required fees have been paid to the Finance Department. And is Mr. Ussery here again? Come on down, please, sir. Do you have anything new to add since Thursday?
I'm Gregory Ushery, 785 Steel Rock Drive, Southwest Atlanta, 30331. Just ask that you consider. We know it's a challenge sometimes when you have alcohol on the premises, but we are prepared to keep our people abreast and checking IDs and doing everything they need to do to make sure that we're in compliance.
Thank you for that. Does anybody up here on council or Madam Mayor have any questions or comments? No? Well, then we will proceed with our public hearing. And if anyone is here that would like to speak in favor of this, you will have 5 minutes to do so. Seeing none, we will ask for anybody who would like to speak in opposition to this proposal. Please come down. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing. And unless we have any new questions or concerns up here, which there are none, it seems, I would like to make a motion that we approve item 26-267.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Davis. It's been properly moved by Chair Councilmember Howard Estes and second by Councilmember Davis to approve item 26-267. Do we have any questions, concerns, or comments for the Kitchen Bar and Grill and their alcohol license from council members? I don't see any. Mr. Gregg, you still didn't bring no shrimp and grits, but I'm gonna no, I'm just kidding. If we don't have any other, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-267 is approved. Congratulations.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Congratulations, Mr. Ussery. And Madam Mayor, that is all we have tonight for the Public Safety Committee.
Thank you so much, Councilman Estes. We'll move on then to Recreation, Culture, and Tourism Committee, chaired by Councilmember Chris Watts.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business tonight in Recreation, Culture, and Tourism.
Thank you, Coach. Councilman Oh, he switched, he came back quick. Technology Committee, chaired by Councilmember DeVito Caldwell.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business under Technology Committee this evening.
Thank you, sir. Transportation Committee, chaired by Councilmember Elena Hudson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have no business under the Transportation Committee this evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have any other business to come before council tonight from the elected officials? I don't see any. I wanted to acknowledge the police department did an excellent job with the car show and the veterans acknowledgement, or there was a reception or something. They gave away, they had a blanket, or what was that blanket, Deputy Chief, for veterans? They was some kind of war something. It was really nice, though.
Mayor, I didn't see the blanket.
Oh, you didn't see the blanket?
No.
So they made this blanket. This is a group, and they make blankets, and they give them to war. And this gentleman was in the Vietnam War that they honored, and they gave him a blanket they made. But anyway, it was really nice. And the car show was great. We saw a lot of cars out there. It was hot, but it was a nice day from the police department. So we appreciate you all being one with the community and having that event on this past Saturday. It was really well attended, and it was very nice. Any other comments from council? Okay. And there was a will, Valerie Vi, probate judge, she does it every year. This is her second year that she has a will clinic that you can come and do wills. It was at Jesse Davis Park. And she said it was the largest one in the state, and it's a free clinic that you can go and do wills for your family. So she'll have it again next year, but that was at JD Park and Alice Hawthorne Center last Saturday. So that was very good. But now we'll move on to updates from our city staff. Our city attorney, Mr. Joel Dotson.
No business, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Our chief of police or police department, Deputy Chief J.R. Davison.
No business, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Chief. City Manager, Ms. Marsha Frazier.
No business, Madam Mayor.
What? Okay, thank you, City Manager. I know. Comments from citizens and delegates. If you sustain the meeting and you'd like to speak to us, please feel free and welcome to come to the podium. You have 5 minutes to talk to us about any business germane to the city of Douglasville. So if you'd like to come forward, please come and give your comments. No takers. All right. If we don't have any other comments or concerns from the citizens or council and staff, we don't have any other business to come before council tonight. This meeting is adjourned.